So for Shedeur Sanders, here we are in week 11. Yes. The man got drafted in May, and at no point in time had he taken one snap with the ones. It's very, very disappointing.
This ain't mad. You don't just take out one quarterback and put another quarterback in and expect success to happen, especially when you haven't had any reps with the ones.
You have the worst offense in the league. Your GM screwed this quarterback thing up like I've never seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it. Kids that play Madden could have done a better job. It's a joke. It's a joke. This franchise has become a joke, and I'm sick of it.
The Cleveland Browns lost to the Baltimore Ravens 23-16, but that's not the story. That's not what has the NFL world buzzing right now. What got everyone talking is what happened when Dillon Gabriel went down with a concussion in the third quarter, forcing rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders into his first real NFL action. And fans, it was a disaster. 4 of 16 passing, 47 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Those are Shedeur's stats from Sunday, but here's the real headline that should have every Browns fan, every NFL fan, every person who cares about player development furious right now. According to Kevin Stefanski himself, that game against Baltimore was the first time Shedeur Sanders had ever taken a snap with the starting offense. Let that sink in. We're in week 11. The man got drafted in May, and at no point between May and November had Kevin Stefanski given this kid one meaningful rep with the first team. Not one, 0, zilch. And Shannon Sharpe is not having it. On the latest episode of Nightcap, the Hall of Fame tight end absolutely unleashed on Stefanski's coaching malpractice, calling out the Browns head coach for setting up his rookie quarterback to fail. And honestly, he's absolutely right. If you love Shedeur, drop "I love Shedeur" in the comments right now. Let the world know you believe in him. Let's start with Football 101. Football 101 says, when you've got a backup quarterback, especially a rookie, you give him reps. That's how this game works. Plain and simple.
So you don't think Dillon Gabriel could possibly get hurt? He can't possibly bring a knee, bring a shoulder, get concussion. There's no possible way anything could possibly go wrong that you want to get Shedeur like 1 reps with the ones, 2 reps with the ones. I ain't saying split it 50-50.
This is basic coaching. This is what every team does. Because guess what happened on Sunday? Dillon Gabriel got concussed, and Shedeur Sanders, the Browns' second-round pick, their supposed quarterback of the future, got thrown into the fire without a single practice rep with the starting offense. That's not developing a player. That's sabotaging him.
Take out one quarterback and put another quarterback in and expect success to happen, especially when you haven't had any reps with the ones. When it comes to the play calling.
But wait, it gets worse, because it's not just about taking snaps. It's about chemistry. It's about timing. It's about knowing your receiver's tendencies, understanding when they're breaking out of routes, recognizing how they move. Because they are not Madden, you don't just take out one quarterback and put another quarterback on his place and expect success to happen.
When it comes to the play calling, what play calls are you going to be able to call for a quarterback that hasn't had any reps with the ones? You don't know what he does well, what he doesn't do, you don't know what he does well. You don't know what he's not going to be good at, because there's no chemistry.
And the failures didn't stop there, because without reps, without chemistry, without understanding what Shedeur does well, Kevin Stefanski was essentially calling plays blind.
You got 3 guys blocking 1 guy, and somebody about to come in and hit Shedeur dead in his mouth.
Free.
Now, what should have happened was a redirect. And now, guess what? You got the guard or the center to hit that guy that's looping around, and now you're protected.
But those protection calls, those adjustments, they require communication. They require the quarterback and the offensive line to be on the same page. And how are you supposed to be on the same page when you've never practiced together? The answer is, you can't. The most heartbreaking part of this entire situation? Shedeur knows. He understands what he was missing. In his post-game comments, the rookie quarterback revealed the depth of the problem. Shedeur said,
it's different when it's different body types going out there, different way how people get out of routes. Like what I seen on the pick initially was I see his hips turn. So I'm like, okay, we're going to be able to get out there. But at the same time, I like playing quarterback is extremely hard. So it's like I like knowing every detail about my receivers. I like knowing the small things, what they're good at, what they're not good at.
This is a rookie showing more football IQ than his head coach. Shedeur understands that playing quarterback isn't just about arm strength or athleticism. It's about knowing your weapons. It's about understanding the small details, the body language, the tendencies. And he didn't get that opportunity because Kevin Stefanski never gave it to him. So what did Kevin Stefanski have to say for himself? When confronted about Shedeur never getting first-team reps, here's what the Browns head coach offered.
Yeah, I understand the question. I would tell you we do so much work with the quarterback position and the entire team, not just those reps on a practice field. And those are, as we all know, those are tough reps for when you have a young starter as well.
That's not an answer. That's corporate speak. That's deflection. When pressed further by reporter Mary Kay Cabot about whether Shedeur would have a better chance with proper preparation, Stefanski said,
"It's true probably of every backup, Mary Kay, and I think it's, listen, that was a part of earlier in the season with Joe as your starter and Dylan as your backup. There's things that you're going to lean into with a different player, so that's no different."
Wait, hold on. So Stefanski admits that Dylan Gabriel got reps with the ones when Joe Flacco was the starter. But once Dylan became the starter, suddenly the backup doesn't need reps anymore? That makes zero sense. The logic doesn't hold up. The defense doesn't hold up. Kevin Stefanski made a critical coaching error, and instead of owning it, he's hiding behind vague statements about supplemental work and post-practice meetings. Here's the silver lining in all of this. Shedeur Sanders is about to get his opportunity. With Dylan Gabriel in concussion protocol, the rookie will likely start against the Raiders. And this time, he'll get a full week of first-team reps. He'll work with Jerry Jeudy, with the offensive line, with the entire starting offense.
If you're gonna give me an assignment, right? At least give me the curriculum. Give me the curriculum that I can properly study so I can pass the goddamn test.
Now Shedeur gets the curriculum. Now he gets the proper preparation. And we'll finally get to see what this kid can actually do when he's not being sabotaged by his own coaching staff. Incomplete. That's the perfect assessment, not because Shedeur failed, but because Kevin Stefanski never gave him a fair chance to succeed. This isn't about making excuses for Shedeur Sanders. The kid will tell you himself he needs to be better. But there's a massive difference between a player not being good enough and a player not being prepared enough. Shedeur Sanders wasn't prepared, and that's 100% on Kevin Stefanski. The Browns are 2-8. Their season is over. They have nothing to play for except developing their young talent, and yet somehow they couldn't find time to give their second-round quarterback even a handful of reps with the starting offense over the course of 6 months. That's not just bad coaching, that's negligence. That's failing your player. That's failing your organization. Myles Garrett showed more leadership in his post-game comments to Shedeur than Stefanski showed in the entire lead-up to this game. That's what a leader does. That's what a professional does. Now it's time for Kevin Stefanski to do his job. Give Shedeur Sanders the preparation he deserves. Give him the reps. Give him the chemistry. Because if you don't, and this kid struggles again, that's not on Shedeur Sanders. That's on you. And based on what we've seen so far, that answer is looking pretty damn questionable.